Yep.
Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining in. And we're going to get started on May 15th, 2023. Wow. Moving right along in May. I'll be your host this evening. I'm Tiana Garner, and we're going to get started. So if anyone would like to pray, I would like to offer that. If not, we'll move forward. Okay. I'll open up in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, God. Thank you for this time to come together to meet as a board, God, and to also fellowship, but discuss business details, oh God, as it relates to our organization, God. We thank you for all you have been doing for us, how you've just steadily moving and opening doors and providing ways for us to just continue to flourish, God. Thank you for our leader, our fearless leader, Rosie, God, how you continually just bless and keep her and just use her in a mighty way to find opportunities and just come in contact with opportunities. God, thank you for this board as a whole. Oh God, bless each and every one who is on this call and those who are on their way and those who couldn't make it tonight. Oh God, thank you for just life, health, and strength. Thank you for just the ways that you make and the doors that you open and those that you close, God, because we know that all things work together for good for those who love you, Lord, and we do love you and we appreciate you, God, in every way, God. We thank you for upcoming opportunities that we are trying to work out. We pray in this meeting that we can discuss and be open and honest and just get down to business, God, and that you will help us to brainstorm and continue to pray together and work together as a team and just take on any opportunity that we're supposed to, God. And we thank you and ask these blessings in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
All right. So I know the minutes were sent out by our lovely Donna. Uh-oh, was that Chastity?
No, that was Rosie dropped.
Oh, no. All right. Oh, Lord.
Oh, she's coming back.
Okay. Can y'all see? Yeah, I'm not sharing, right?
No, not yet.
Okay. Let me do that. Sorry. That's a little weird. I got a new computer.
Well, all right.
And
No, that's right. Sorry, guys. Okay.
don't get too excited because guess what? Guess who still got a camera problem? Me. So this time I look like a black spot. Shadow. But anyway, so I'm not sure if anyone had time to review the notes from the previous meeting or had any questions about the notes, the meeting minute notes. I did review them. I don't know if anyone else did, so we can go ahead and. Okay.
I did. I know Dre did. I know he made some comments, and I'm sorry, Dre. Go ahead. I wasn't sure if you were on.
Yes, I was just gonna make my motion to approve the minutes.
Yes,
Okay.
and I think we have enough to approve it this evening. I did review it and I made some recommendations for some changes. So you guys should have received the updated version of those meeting minutes. So
Correct.
So I second the motion.
Okay. All right. Notes are approved. So moving on to the celebratory announcements. All right. So congratulations to S.O.A.R for launching our first Kickstarter fundraising event. And to date, we have raised over 14K. Hey, go S.O.A.R.
Yes. So
Yes.
I might stand corrected because Leon has been checking like a hawk. Because he's second in the lead. Actually, he's in the lead now because our top leaders, Kavion and Roberto, both made their they made their goals. So now that leaves Leon in the lead and me second.
Mhm.
Tiana, yeah, Tiana, I see you inching on up there, honey.
Uh,
So, but yes, okay, good. So we're at 14,045 because at first it was 1395. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And looks like somebody just donated to Choo Choo, Andrew, $50. And then prior
Nice.
to that, somebody donated 250 to Leon, 100 to Tyree. So you guys can see it on the wall, but amazing stuff. Awesome stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I've certainly been trying to work on getting out the word. It's a little easier for me to do text, so I just sent out a mass text messages to my friends and some family members. So hopefully that will pay off. I had a couple of I promise I'm gonna do it.
Right.
So I'm
Exactly.
like, okay, reminder, 17 more days. Like
Yeah.
yeah, but this is good stuff. I'm excited for the opportunity. Can't wait. Just anticipating it is great. So next is S.O.A.R for now, being registered in the state of Kentucky. Woohoo! Where it all began.
Yes.
And we're working on New York's registration now.
Yes.
So all right. Look at
Yes.
God. Look at God. He's doing it. And
Yeah.
we're moving forward.
Yeah.
So upcoming hosting schedule. So I'm hosting today, the 15th, and then the next one would be May 29th, which is LaToya. And then we'll so on and so forth.
T,
Mhm.
the 29th is Memorial Day.
Oh, right.
Right?
That's true. Yeah, it is actually. So I guess
So can we push it to the 30th, or normally we do like the following day?
so that'll be that Tuesday.
Mhm.
That should work for me. I don't know.
I know I'm working that night. I wouldn't be able to host on the 30th.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I can fill in only because we have we have these deadlines and stuff, especially with actually by then. No, no. So let's keep it. If everybody's okay with Tuesday, then I can host. I know JR will probably be busy with the kids, so I can take that date, and then because we'll just kind of need to wrap up for the series and as well as the fundraiser. See where we stand with that.
Okay, so just to note for the recording, May 29th, we will not meet. We'll meet May 30th if everyone's in agreement, and then Rosie will take over hosting for that date.
Yes.
Very good. So we're just gonna cover the red notes, right?
Yes.
The red comments. Okay. So I'm gonna move down to new business under grant opportunities. So Capital One opportunity was submitted on February 27th, and then submitted a PayPal payment request. That's pending an update by JR. Did he provide an update? I don't remember seeing anything.
So he said he was supposed to be meeting with the friend today, and I think he said that in the text. I was driving, but I thought I saw that.
Oh yeah, he did say that he was meeting today, so he was hoping to get an update.
Right, because I submitted it twice. We have a PayPal business account now. So I submitted the request twice. I don't know if his friend ever got it. So he's gonna check with him and then he'll let us know.
Okay. And then Wawa, we received the check. Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
And that was put toward our fundraiser, correct?
Yes.
No? Okay.
So then it is 1,500 from Wawa and 50 from our councilman John Fortuna. I think it might say 1,550, but it was because I had to combine the balances or the amounts rather.
Right.
To make the deposit. So it says Wawa, but it really is Wawa and him. But I had given him credit already, so he's good.
Yay. All right. So more grants are being submitted by Ellen, and those are pending updates. And then May 2nd through June 5th is the fundraiser. So I don't know if Rosie, you had any additional updates to the SNAP raise, any takeaways?
So I
that
just wanted to give everybody an opportunity, I guess, at this point to kind of, discuss where we are, what strategies we've been using to maximize our outreach to people, right? I know that, as far as the team is concerned, some of us, we obviously we putting our emails and stuff out there. It really just is a matter of what we're doing after that, whether or not it's text messages, social media. So just trying to gauge where everybody stands, what if anybody's having any issues with anything, and kind of trying to talk through that, because technically we have about a little bit over 2 weeks, for this fundraiser, and for it to work. Leon and I, had done the calculations, and our trajectory as far as like where we should be by each week would be at around 11, a little bit over 11 grand a week, in order for us to meet our 45 grand by the end of the month, by the end of the fundraising campaign itself, because it actually, they extended it a little bit beyond the month. So so we started, we started off with the serious bang, with everybody just, like everybody just donating. I mean, this one, Kavion, he made his goal at the end of the first week. He was good. And then
some of his friends.
right. And then Roberto, this is the end of the second week, he made his goal. So, we're doing what we can, but I guess I just wanted to talk through this because it is important that we're all on the same page in terms of what we're doing to make sure that everybody's seeing, you know what I'm saying? That we're reaching, max people, in our contacts or whatever. So, yeah. And then if there's any help that's needed, like, let's talk through that too.
I know for me, I'm pretty bad with social media. I will admit that. But I have been, word of mouth and, sending separate emails and text messages, on my own. I've gotten a couple of donations from that. So I definitely need to work on my social media piece. Yeah.
Anybody else?
Don't be shy, guys.
Yeah, no, we really got to just talk through it and just figure out what's what is everybody doing? Is anybody having any issues? Just so we can kind of figure out where we can help out, if anything. I mean, obviously,
that's all right. We're gonna have this conversation in a minute. Don't worry.
Huh?
But other than that, it's okay. For me, it's going okay. I got a couple of my friends to donate, and a couple of them donated through the site. And I don't know if they actually cited me for it, but because they asked me, I said I don't really care if it says that you donated it to me. It's for these kids. So just make the donation. So other than that, I just need to do some follow-ups with some of my friends. Because I sent out way too many emails. I only get like $200 so far.
Right.
Yeah.
So Leon is priding himself because he said he's going door to door.
You know what?
He ain't going to nobody's door to door, but he has been doing some serious lifting in terms of text messaging. He said he's been reaching out far back to his high school days, and a lot of these people, the two who gave the most for his, they're both from his high school. From his high school. One is a doctor. She's the one who donated the $1,000. Another one, she's whatever she does, she's apparently pretty well off, and she donated $250. I think she was one of the last donations that we received. So yeah, he's doing well. Obviously, I got a few donations in or whatever. I'm still pushing. I did get a message from Auntie Rose from Mikey. So hopefully that's promising,
Okay.
I don't want to I ain't trying to put nothing out there just yet. Outside of, I got word that he was very inquisitive. And Mikey being our cousin, Dre, Michael Che.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he came over to Auntie Rose's house on Saturday, showering her with gifts. And in the process, she had been sharing out our information through email and social media. She was like, I've been sharing it too. I'm sending it to everybody I know. So in that I sent it to him too, but he was asking her about S.O.A.R. And she said he was asking a lot of questions about the program, how it's doing, how many kids we have, if it's growing, like how long have we been doing this, like all of that. So and I told her, I was like, did you tell him about Jamaica? And she was like, I think I did. I said, hello. This whole campaign is for that. So
Oh, boy.
we were laughing about that, but she said he was supposed to call her tonight because she's got to talk to him about something else, and she's going to make sure that she reminds him. Because I was like, please, like, ask him, to donate, like if he whatever he can, like his support, you know what I'm saying, is it would be very much appreciated. You know what I'm saying, and just I think seeing his name, knowing that he has the notoriety that he does, might help a little bit too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another, just another angle we're trying to work. I know like I said, I sent it to him directly and sent him a message about it and stuff, and then she sent it. And so she said when he came over, he was asking a lot of questions about you guys, and I was telling him all about y'all. So we'll see what happens with that. I think Toya said she's going to use this week to do some follow-ups. Okay, awesome. Chastity, I think I saw a donation for Chastity. Yes, and Toya, their first donation come through.
Struggle's real.
It's real, but we got this. Yeah, I saw it though. I said, okay, come through, y'all, come through. So yeah, just let's keep pushing social media. That's a big thing. If we're all on the same page, pushing out, it's gonna be on. We all kind of share a lot of the same networks and stuff, and so people seeing it from every angle. They catching it from me, they're catching it from Toya, they catching it from Dre, they catching it from Tiana. Like, it's bound to stick, and people are gonna be like, what is this? They keep talking about, like, what is going on here? So it really is important. I'm posting every single day. I'm screenshotting every single couple hours if I can. Now that we've dwindled a little bit, I kind of slowed it down to once a day. Just so that it could still, show that we're making momentum, keeping that momentum, even though it's not as, as strong as it was. We're still maintaining some sort of momentum, which is great. I also spoke with the Councilwoman Denise about our kids. I know you guys were also CC'd on the emails that I sent out to the Department of Education for the Linden Board of Education, as well as their city board, including the mayor, including their council people. Like, they have about, I think, 11 wards in their city. So I reached out to all of them. Everybody was CC'd. I reached out to all of the Roselle Council. So every school, every location where we had a student, I reached out to all of the councils of those particular individuals, like where they reside, as well as their schools and their Board of Education. And Derry just sent me, because Derry works for the New York DOE, and Derry just sent me the contact information for the Bronx Borough Council people. So I'm gonna push that out to them. And the Bronx is where the money is. So we'll see. She did mention that it might be a little bit of a stretch, only because of where the kids are coming from. You know what I'm saying? It's a private school. They tend to support the kids that are in low income, basically poverty-ridden type environments. So while these kids might live in and around the area, the fact that they go to a private school kind of puts them at a disadvantage for them to qualify for some of the funding that the state or the borough gets for these kids. It's unfortunate, but we're gonna put our name in the hat and see who draws what. And that, that's that. I also have did I put that on there? I guess it all ties in together, but anyway, so I have a meeting, so we cross that off down at the bottom where it says meeting with the mayor. I have a meeting with the mayor at 3:30 on Wednesday. Where we will talk about funding and support. So that's the whole goal for our meeting on Wednesday. And then hopefully during that meeting, I'll revisit the conversation that Denise and I had, and hopefully she'll be there too. If not, I'll move on without her. But I'm trying to, I'm approaching every angle possible. I'm trying to, we're going to get this done. We really are. And I'm speaking it in faith. I had a moment and the Lord was like, snap out of it right now. And I was like, okay, Lord, okay. And I quickly did. And you know what? I haven't been back in that moment again. So I'm like, what it's going to be, what it's going to be. And the Lord is just going to do the rest. I believe it, but faith without works is dead. So I got to do my part. We got to do our part, and God will honor it. I know he will. God, yes, Toya, that absolutely. God is faithful, and I know he's going to honor it. So these kids deserve it. Y'all got to see, here's some of the stuff they're saying. I'll be interviewing them, and it's just, and like, it just makes me want to cry, like, to hear their responses, to hear how passionate they are about this, like to hear other people that I've talked to, what I'm saying? I went to Derry and Josie's birthday party this past Saturday, and they work for both of them work for the DOE. So they had a lot of friends from the DOE there, and one young lady in particular, a group of them, we were talking, and they were just like, yo, where was y'all when we needed that kind of program? Like, what? Like, just to find that, like, there's actually programs that are not only teaching them life skills and, practical, concepts and stuff like that, but actually putting it into real world practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually doing it hands on, and not just in familiar places. Like, we're talking about going out of the country and taking these kids, abroad. And, there were so many people at the party that were just like, yo, that's so dope. Like, I'm talking about it everywhere I go. I don't care. And I made some connections. Yeah, we made some connections. But Derry and Josie, they stay just supporting and stuff. We all do. We all do. We all do. So they stay representing or supporting us, and it shows. As soon as we got there, it was like, oh, you got that program soaring. Oh, I know about, so we do what we do, but God is gonna make a way. So that's all I'm gonna say. But let's just, that being said, though, let's continue the momentum. If we got to call people, text people, we got 17 more days, and then, we're on to the next. But this is huge for us. And even if you're not going, let's treat it as if we were going. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever money we raise, it's going to be to help these kids get there. You know what I'm saying? So let's kind of look at it like that. So that's all I have for that.
I don't know about anybody else, but when I initially sent shared it, one person said, is this legit? I want to make sure.
Wow, that's so funny.
And I was like, yeah, this is us. So, but I don't put my credit card information in there.
Right.
They ended up donating, but it was just funny. I was like, oh, I guess people would kind of, question, depending on how it is. There's so much going on, so I understand.
Yeah. We did the same for Kavion. I'm responding to Toya in the chat. We did the same thing for Kavion, so he was the first one to make it. So we sent out an email. So we, try to do that just to build up that momentum with the scholars. We're also we also have a group chat. Thank you, Tiana, for that. We have a group chat with the parents that we I keep in contact with, and we're posting in there too, in the group chat. Right. Every day, or, I try not to inundate them with stuff, but, just to keep them posted on what's happening, where we are. The parents are really excited. Like, I feel like they're just as excited as the kids are, if not more. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an opportunity of a lifetime for them. And so the parents, like Kavion's mom, forget it. And Roberto's father is going to be a chaperone. So
Wow.
he's so excited he wants to come too. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Very
right.
nice.
Yeah. So I told her I had Ellen create a chaperone form because I didn't even think about that until after he said he wanted to go. And I was like, you know what? I'm only considering our people, but some of the parents might want to come too, and they're absolutely welcome to if they want to raise their own money or whatever. And so I explained that to his mom, and she was like, yeah, we're gonna try, but all of our resources are going to Roberto so he can make his. So she was like, we're gonna try to see what we can do. So I told her, we're gonna work every angle, and the goal is to make it, or in excess of what we need. So
Awesome.
yeah,
It's gonna work out. Not even worried.
yeah. Somebody get Janiyah though, because oh my goodness, if Prince don't win this round, we're gonna have to excommunicate ourselves with homegirl.
Listen, yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Fighting hard for him.
Yes, I was like, ma'am, we cannot disclose that information to you. I'm just saying though, Roberto's cool and all, but I was like, oh my gosh. You cannot say that while Roberto's on the phone.
Yes.
Like
no
terrible,
shame.
terrible.
No shame.
No shame.
Like,
She was, I mean, you cool and all, Roberto, but I'm just saying, like, you can't win twice. She told him that at the last class. I was like, awkward.
Yeah.
Like, Roberto already said it in his resume. He put it in his resume. Potential second round top scholar for the advance.
Oh no, he did.
Yes, he did. I was like, and we shared it because we did it at the last the office hour. And it was him, it was Janiyah, Prince. I think there was only three. And me, JR, and I think Miss C. And he sure did have it. She
This
was
is
like,
a heck of a group.
yo.
Okay. Yeah.
And she was like, wait, what? When she saw that, because I forgot it was in there. But he shared it. So what was I supposed to do? And I asked him, I was like, you mind if we share it? Because, we can go through yours. So we went through his resume and she saw that and she was like, wait, what? What you mean? Like, Roberto, you can't be getting all the wins. Like, you got to give somebody else a chance.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, she did. And I was like, Janiyah, like, ma'am, this is not why we on this call.
No,
right
he
now.
don't.
Yes, she did. And she was like, I'm just saying, like, you all right and all, but you need to let somebody else get a chance. Like Prince. Prince is doing all that. I was like, oh gosh.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say about this right now. Like, I don't even know if I should just hang up and just dial in like technical difficulties. But anyway, I just thought it was funny. Yeah, funny. All right. I promised Donna that I was going to not do a whole lot of the in between. So we'll see it.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
So we have the BB&E spring series almost done. Yes. Coming down to the final class or presentation tomorrow. I know Janiyah already said she would not be, well, she won't be, she'll be on the phone, but I'm not even sure if that's possible because I think she's scheduled to do an interview. And yeah, so I'm not sure.
I don't know how you want to do that, Toya. That's why I didn't respond. I figured we could have this conversation and then Toya and JR, decide what you guys, how you want to handle that.
Can you remind me what was she has another engagement, right, that she's attending, and
it's
so she was saying
career day. Remember the one I'm going to tomorrow.
Right. I remember you saying that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Was she saying she would try to do it from her phone, or was she saying? I wasn't too sure about that piece.
So I asked her. She had texted me on Saturday, just random, and I was like, "Did she mean to text me?" But anyway, I asked her if she wanted to schedule another day. She was like, "Oh, well, I can just listen in on the phone." And I'm like, I think she's acting like this is a class. So I can follow up with her to just see if she's able to. I don't know if you guys are open to another day, to just have her on, or,
But she has to interview. So I don't know if she's saying like she'll listen in until it's her turn.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm like, on Thursday, she was the last one on the call asking questions. So she's very much aware that she should be interviewing. So yeah, I wonder what she was, what she meant by, being on the phone.
I think I'll call her because texting, she doesn't finish her statement. So I'll call her.
Okay. I know in the past we have had scholars do it at a later time, if they did have conflicts, it just, they just weren't in the running for, the top
Right.
scholar, so we have made, certain exceptions if they had conflicts in the past.
Yes.
Should I bring that up that, it lowers your chances? I don't know. Maybe
Well, they know, just, this is one of the most important classes of the series. They are aware that if you miss more than one, I don't think she's missed, but she's been, or maybe she missed one. I don't know, but I know that they are aware. It's in the email. We've communicated that throughout. You got to be present in order to be to be considered. That being said, though, because we are so close to deliberation, my thought is, I know JR is not here and Leon's not here, but maybe JR, just to think about now, considering attendance, considering participation, considering everything else, provided they do very well tomorrow, that's kind of like just the seal of approval that yay or nay, they, they made it. And in my eyes, I'm just going to be quite frank with you. My vote is going to be for Prince, unless he just totally bombs it tomorrow. That is who I would be selecting for the top scholar. I'm just kind of putting that out there because I won't be there tomorrow, because I'm going to be at the same event that she's going to be in.
Right.
So
yeah,
unless he totally bombs tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he reminds me of and why am I blanking on her name from last year that we honored her for making such a great improvement?
Amy,
in the way that he came in the fundamentals, he was very engaged. He was very, he participated well, but I feel like this time around, he even is like even more engaged.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he's really making an effort.
Right.
To, get the work done. He's asking questions and all that. So I definitely could see why. I know that even just thinking about what you were saying about Janaya, even on Thursday, she was on a call, but she was at a track meet. Right. So she wasn't participating at all.
Right.
So to me, I'm like, even just considering what she said about not being there tomorrow, I'm like, even just how she was on Thursday, I'm like, already put yourself out of the, and I know they have conflict, but they kind of knew that coming into the series. And then I know Roberto did miss a day, on the 4th. So yeah, I can see that.
Though. I think also, Tori, like we talked about the office hours, and even though it's not mandatory, it's strongly recommended, highly encouraged, because we consider everything, participation. How bad do you want it? You know what I'm saying? Like, although you don't have to be there, how much are you going to show us that you really want to be there? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you going to stand out? Or are you just going to be, go along with the good, the get along game? Again, it's just considering everything. And I'm hands down, I'm gonna give it to Prince. Honestly, I was, it was a toss up between him and Roberto for me last time. But this time, I don't think there's a toss up between him and anybody. Honestly, even with Jada, and Jada's, golly, Jada from last series.
If
I could say most improved, no, Toya, but most improved, that would be Jada.
Yeah, for sure. She's
talking more.
What? Talking, engaging. Like, the only reason why she didn't do the office hours, because she had texted and said that the schedule doesn't work for her for Wednesday. So I got it, but most improved, not top scholar, but most improved.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
we don't even do most improved, but we do the executive board award, so we could consider.
Right.
But
I mean, honestly, I think a couple of them was like, wait a minute, Roberto won?
yeah,
Wait a minute, he's going to Jamaica. Like it
Right.
just, it snapped in them like, oh, this is
This is real.
this is a real thing. You know,
Mhm.
like, you know, even Janaya, she ain't really rooting for herself. She rooting for Prince.
Mhm.
So I don't think she, you know, it matters to her too much. She will make sure he win. So, you know, but yeah, something snapped and everybody started getting it together.
Mhm. Yeah, so just all things considered, and because I would love to be, I'm gonna try to dial in anyway. I just, I know for something like that, I need to be like fully engaged. I need to be like fully attentive. I need to be able to hear what's going on. I want to be able to provide feedback. So I know I'm not going to be able to do that, but I at least want to be on and trying to listen in as best I can. But it's crazy because the timing is the same exact time of our class. So 6 to 8. So it's unfortunate. I never even considered it. I actually thought it was Wednesday because I was like, oh man, it's gonna be back to back. I did not realize until Tiana sent that text, and I was like, wait, what? And I went back and I was like, oh snap! I didn't know it was the same. I did not realize it was the same day. Yeah. So.
Well,
So anyway, I'm putting that out there on the record that unless again, like I said, unless he just fully bombs tomorrow, which I don't foresee that happening, but stranger things have happened. My vote will be, because I don't think I've missed any of the classes, and I've seen it firsthand. I've seen Jada in action, like for the first. This is the most I've ever heard her talk. Even what's the other one's name? Samuel. Even him. I
needs to work on his tone, but yes, he does.
Yeah, because I'm like, I
I
have
was
to
getting
get
ready to
him
ask.
together on Thursday.
I was gonna ask what happened with that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Let's get through the meeting first, because Donna she be probably like we be killing her with all these sidebars. But yes, please don't hang up until you tell us. But okay, so Toya, about the end of course and the graduation plans. Any thoughts, anything that you want us to start working on now, us meaning Donna and Ellen, so that I can get the message to them, or you can send the message to them? Because I think we shouldn't wait till the last minute to get these certificates done. Obviously, we need to know who's graduating from this one, but we could at least start with the fundamentals and, what I'm saying, like get that process together, the presentation. What do you need done? Or what would you like done or started on?
I know that we typically like to have their pictures. So ideally, if we could have all the pictures, I don't know if they could send an email out for that. And then I could also, I believe the roster and everything, I'll update it. I think I did that the last time where I highlighted those who were graduating.
Yes.
So I'll highlight those who are graduating so that they have it. And then if they could just tack on the photos and get those certificates in the PowerPoint template, then we should be good. The only other thing I was going to suggest, I was actually thinking about Miss C. And I took a walk today and I was like, I should, reach out to her, but I wanted to ask you guys tonight. I was thinking about having how typically at a graduation, you have someone does a graduation address. I know there's an official name for it, but I can't think of it. And I was thinking about her, because I know typically we come on and we'll, okay, anyone on the board like that words, it's nice and it's more open, but I was thinking about having, it be more formatted where it's more like, someone is coming with something prepared, to kind of be very motivational and, just speak to the scholars for, 15 minutes or what have you. So I wanted to get you guys' thoughts about that.
Well, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, and I'm sure she's fantastic. I'm sure she doesn't need, a ton of lead time, and she's always, I mean, she's been so involved this series. I mean, she's honestly really helped us. You know, so I wanted to, you know, kind of reach out to her and give her that honor to just say a few words to them. I think they really enjoyed her class, and you know, and they enjoy, you know, just her feedback even on in the office hours, you know, that she's provided. So I thought that that would be nice. And then of course, you know, words from Rosie. And then that way, and then, you know, we will open it up, but I figured, you know, like I said, having something more prepared, I think will be nice, you know, this time around. And then, yeah, Everett will play, you know, We Are the Champions. We'll do our thing. I have my S.O.A.R playlist all queued up on Spotify, and, you know, just announce the top scholar, and we'll just have a good time.
That sounds good to me. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
I like it. I just want to make sure she'll be there. Hopefully she'll be there, and then if she's okay with it, I'm for it. I don't mind.
Okay,
Did you
cool.
want to send her that request, or you want it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll reach out to her right now, actually.
Okay. Yeah, she's
Yeah, I
supposed to
think that
also
sounds
do a
real good.
video. Yeah, she's been, I concur. Like I absolutely think she has been phenomenal this series. She's phenomenal every series, but I think that she's been a lot more active, as Toya had mentioned, you know what I mean, and just been very present in the office hours, during the classes, you know, just her insight, her feedback, you know, it just helps, you know, give some, you know, different perspectives on a lot. And she's very knowledgeable in a lot of different areas. And so, you know, that's really great. And she really believes in S.O.A.R. You know, we've had multiple conversations, multiple text conversations, where she's, you know, alluded to that. Like she just really enjoys being a part of this organization. And it, you know, it shows. So I 100% support anything having to do with her. And she also is one that I believe she's going to be coming to the she's going to be chaperoning as well.
Awesome.
Rosie, can you be prepared to say exactly what you just said to introduce her?
Geez.
Hey,
Thank
Rosie,
God this
Rosie,
is recorded.
I was gonna say, hey, Rosie, it's recorded. Just watch it again
Right.
right now.
Shoot.
Oh boy.
Right. Yes, I 100% agree. All right. I think that's it for, oh yeah, so the graduate, okay, so in the course graduation. Again, I am gonna try to hop on, but you know, unfortunately, I know Toya, you guys are, that was what I was gonna ask. Are we doing the breakout rooms where they're gonna have time before they start their presentations?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then maybe I'll time it to where I'm on right when their presentations are happening. Maybe T or one of y'all can send me a text when it's starting, and then I can call in on that at that time. Because I figure the first hour will probably be like, or first 45 minutes at least being, you know, them doing whatever they do in the beginning and then going right into it. So I can drop one. Sorry. I keep trying to mute myself to yell. Okay, T, I think that's it. Toya, did you have anything else for the end of course?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay,
I'll send the assessments to everyone too for the advance, so that way everyone has it in front of them when they're up and they received it. I saw Ellen and Donna was they sent it out this weekend, so I'm glad they all have it.
Yeah, I saw that. So I'm sorry, I meant to actually, and I was rushing to get out the office. I was trying to do this before I ran out the office so I could send it out, so I didn't forget when I got home. But I meant to put under here the summer series, because we have actively started promoting the summer series. The application is on the website now. The website has been updated with the summer series flyer, I believe. I think she posted it already. So Dre and Chastity. Yes, and yeah, she sure did. Janaya is excited about the hospitality and travel. component, because I talked about that during when I met with them at the school. Go. Sorry. So do you guys have anything like, oh, let me just disclaimer here. I had to make a correction on the flyer. I didn't realize the date was incorrect. So I had to go back in and just update the date. So it should have said July 10th. July 10th is that Monday for the orientation, and then followed by the 11th. It said June 10th on the flyer that I sent you guys. And I didn't realize that until today when I went
Oh, I
to,
got you.
yeah. So it should be July 10th through August the 3rd.
That is correct.
Yeah. So I'm glad I caught it, because I had her do the 5x7 cards so I can print them out for tomorrow's event. And I noticed that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad. I mean, it's the little things, but you don't want anybody thinking it's a month. That's a whole month earlier.
Right.
Right. Not a day or two. It's a month.
Exactly. That's a whole month that we'd have been screwed, man. So I was like, y'all gotta please, like, we gotta just make sure that it's that all the information is together. They've been doing a phenomenal job. I just, it's why it's always good to have multiple sets of eyes looking at it.
Yes,
When we catch that
absolutely.
kind of stuff. But do you guys have anything that you wanted to add for the sake of just recording? We got about a little bit less than 2 months before we launch the second program, second hospitality and travel program.
Yes. Give me one moment. That's everything. Appreciate you, good man. So, the only thing I want to say is that we're going to have an incredible series. It's going to be fun. We've added some new teachers, filled in a few gaps. I actually got some culinary instructors that do restaurant management teaching. They're part of our Ben Barber championship team. So we have a couple national championship coaches that's going to teach hospitality and service, and then the other one, she's going to teach restaurant management. And then we also have a new baker coming out of New York. So I'm excited. I'm excited about all the culinarians that are in here. And then of course my travel people, Rosie's stepping up again to do travel and tourism. She filled in last minute last year and did a great job. It was amazing. So I'm glad you're back, Rosie. And I'm glad, yeah, it was, because I know it was last minute for you, because we both had our travel agents that got out of it.
Right.
And it was like, oh no, we can't do it. Then we get another one. No, we can't do it. So you filled in. And so it's like, you know what? It's just ode to Shawnee,
Right.
It's just perfect in that sense. Other than that, the curriculum is done. I'm waiting on the slideshow presentations to go over it to make sure that we're conveying the right message to the kids. Like I said, we're adding a baking class in there instead of doing the peaceful traveler. But you're going to get enough information for them to be able to still do the two projects of either coming up with a recipe and cooking their own dish, or travel itinerary. So other than that, we are set. Now that I got all my teachers confirmed, we are set for it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I know, Chastity and Dre have been working behind the scenes, doing stuff that I'm not even privy of, until it happens. So I appreciate, their effort in all of that, especially with everything else going on that we got, all of our individual stuff, plus everything that's happening with S.O.A.R right now. We have
me and Chastity try to keep as much off your plate as possible.
Yeah, but I love it. I love to see, stuff like this happen. I do want to, I guess, put out there that Michelle is actually from New Jersey. She's from Roselle.
Oh, she's a teacher. Oh, she's a teacher in New Jersey? I thought she was a teacher in New York.
No, she's not a teacher. She's a hairstylist, and she's going to school for culinary. Remember? But she's a teacher. I'm sorry. Yes, she is. She's a teacher, but not like in the sense of like academia. she's going to
Yeah,
school
she
for,
teaches baking though.
right. She's going to school for culinary and she's specializing in baking. I guess that's the thing, right?
Baking and patisserie.
Yes,
That's right.
yes.
Yeah, that's what the baking and patisserie is, a totally different, it's its own degree.
Right. Yeah, see, I didn't even know that until she started telling me. I was like, oh girl, you would be so dope for this program.
Oh
So
yeah. When you go to culinary school, there's really only two, well, there's three ways, but all your undergrad stuff is two ways. You go to savory or you go to baking, and then you can get your bachelor's of science degree for baking and patisserie, or bachelor's of science for culinary arts, and they are two totally different sciences. And then after that, you can get your restaurant management, and then your certified executive chef, certified sous chef. There's like 27 other certifications that you can get just to make your coat look nice.
that's dope. That's so dope. And I honestly look forward to maybe having your wife do a little special appearance. Miss
One day,
Executive Chef. Yeah.
whenever she decides she want to do it, I didn't ask her for 2 years now. She's like, "Man, it's your thing. You good?" I said, "Okay. You sure you don't want to teach a class?
Or
Maybe on
just,
gluten free? No, I'm good right now." So I was like, "Okay."
Wait a minute,
just-
your wife also is a chef?
Yeah, my wife is a chef.
I didn't even know that. Where
Yeah,
was
my wife is a chef. She went to she graduated from the Art Institute.
Oh,
We
wow,
always have
that's
fights because I went to the
awesome.
Cordon Bleu, and she went to the Art Institute, and we always have fights about who's better. But I'm five wins and her 2 wins in the book in competition
Not
right
you
now.
keeping
So,
track.
that is
oh,
hilarious. I'm surprised y'all don't know
she
because he talks
started
about
it.
it all the time.
I
She
didn't even
started it.
realize that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Toya
wow,
I
just sent
didn't
me
want to
something.
compete against her. I take no joy in that because she started it. She wanted to compete against me.
Yeah,
She beat me the
right.
first two. She
Right.
beat me the first 2
He knows
times.
this is recorded and we can share
It
for
is recorded.
blackmail.
This is recorded. We competed the first 2 times. She beat me 2 times, and I beat her 5 times straight now.
oh
So
boy.
Leon too. Golly, where y'all been?
I did not know that.
I'm with you. I don't know where I
know,
was
y'all,
either.
right. I know JR
yeah,
gonna
and
be
my
like,
wife,
I didn't know either. Ain't none of y'all
yeah, and my
know.
wife does. She does a lot of baking because she's gluten free. So she probably has, I don't know, at least 100 gluten free recipes. It seems like every week we're trying a new kind of croissant, a new bun, a new roll, a new challah bread.
Leon said, who are you, Dre?
Right? Dre got more personnel. Like I can't keep up.
Oh my goodness, hilarious.
Yeah, I tried to get her to teach the one last year. That's why I had to fill in with my other 2 friends because she didn't want to do it. I was like, okay. She's like, what am I teach on? I said, I'll even write the curriculum for you. Can you just teach the class? No, I'm good. I said, okay.
Don't worry,
said,
she'll
well,
come around. Should you at least let her like watch, sitting on the class? Because I would love to have her insight, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe coming as a special guest, like how we did, with the pilot, have an executive chef on the board. Not to say that all the other ones aren't just as dope as she, but just,
that
to have a
might
different
be
perspective.
now that might be something she would do.
Yeah.
That I will ask her.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, Jerry. I listen to you, bro. I listen to you.
Excuse me, Dre got about 50 jobs.
I
So
know. He is the true definition of a Jamaican.
Right.
Right? That's why I'm surprised I'm not going.
10 jobs, right?
My goodness.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We got plenty of commentary for Donna. Come at you.
My
again.
apologies, Don. It's recorded.
I know. We
They were like,
tried.
didn't I just say?
Right. We tried.
All right. So
Toya just
nothing-
confirmed. She said, good job, Toya. Working it. All right. Or Miss C just confirmed with Toya.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Great. All right. So moving on then. Are we talking about the college tour or?
Yeah, so
Okay.
that kind of ties into the $5,000 that I'm trying to secure with this guy, because then I can move forward and secure the bus, and get the tickets, not tickets, the t-shirts and stuff like that, and we could start pushing it because we focusing all our money on this internship, or at least everything that we're raising right now is really focused on that. So we've shifted gears here, so we need to kind of also make sure that we're not dropping the ball or anything for this college tour.
Mm.
So, yeah. But I mean, so far, like everything is still good. It's just we have our 2 trips, everything's scheduled. The only thing we would really need to solidify everything would be the bus. And so that's why I'm pushing to get, these funds in, because once we secure that, then, it really is just a matter of getting the kids signed up. The kids are still signing up. We have about 5, I want to say, maybe 4 scholars, but we haven't really been pushing it. So I think that's something also that we should make mention of during the class tomorrow, Toy, if we can, just, giving them a heads up of all the things that we have coming down the pipe over the next year, or, for the next 7 months or whatever. Is, letting them see the schedule, letting them see everything that we have going on, because we still want to keep them involved. We still want to keep them active, and have them, listen, like, this is your opportunity to do volunteer hours. It's your opportunity to, and I feel like that, we kind of lose them once they get, once they are done with the course. I feel like I'm really shocked with Jeremy. I really am. Jeremy, even Amy's been a little bit more engaged, but Jeremy just totally fell off the face of the earth. And I'm just like, I'll reach out and I'll get like a 1 to 2, word sentence from him, and that's it. And I'm like, yo, like, what's up with that? So I don't know. Like, I just feel like I'm trying to, I want to keep them engaged. I want to keep them wanting to come back for more, to want to be a part of the bigger picture, and not just this program, but everything else that S.O.A.R has to offer for them. I'm just really passionate about that. I just don't want them to feel like this is a one and done thing and that's it, and now we're moving on with our lives. Like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? It's so much more than that, or can be, if they take advantage of it,
Yeah, I mean, don't make it seem like you're not doing, not that you're saying that, but I mean, in fairness, I mean, it's just hard to connect with this generation, I believe.
Yeah.
Like, it is a struggle.
Yeah.
It takes constant, feedback and just follow up with them for them to really, that's why I'm, thank God this Jamaica trip, I think, will help. But it's just who we're dealing with now. The kids they don't stay engaged, or they just move on. You know what I mean? So I think the work is being done. It just takes more effort than we were expecting,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree. You're right. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just surprised. Is anyone else surprised, or is it just me? Like, did you see a
Nope.
little bit more coming from him? No, you're
Oh
not
yes,
surprised?
definitely.
I feel
Yeah.
like from this last group, I felt like these kids, the
Yeah.
last cohort, like they were gonna be the ones
Right.
to really
I
stick
can
with
agree
it.
with that. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe I got my hopes too high. But I mean, they still seem, engaged, and I told you KVI was always my pick, but whatever.
Oh,
But
boy.
his mama and him, they coming, honey. They coming for it. Like, they are ready for it. So that's what I love to see, though.
Yeah.
So anyway. Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow is the Abraham Clark High School May College and Career Fair from 6 to 8. So we already know that Rosie's going to be attending that. So, and one of our scholars will be also in attendance. So, and then the meeting, you've already talked about the meeting with the mayor on the 17th. And then updates on S.O.A.R being featured in Roselle video commercial. I just saw an email. Did you just forward that email, Rosie, earlier?
I sent it out earlier today.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
To I kept meaning to, like, I wanted to make sure that, because he sent me the email like on Thursday, and wanted me to, like, vet it, make sure everything looked good on it, and then asked if I could just send it to the kids. So that's what I was doing. I just wanted to make sure I had everybody on the email trail and all that. So we've gotten some responses so far.
Awesome.
So yeah, we'll see. Janaya is definitely interested. She reached out, she responded directly. I don't know if she responded directly to me or to the group, but she did mention that she was interested. So we'll see. We have some scholars in the local area. who could potentially, take part. So I'm gonna talk to Christian's mom, Christian Finney, Malachi, Tyrese, Quentin, Janaya, obviously, Jada, so they are all, they all go to school locally, either at Abraham Clark or Linden. Mary Elena. So, yeah. So that's that.
That's gonna be nice.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get t-shirts, or at least, for those who need a t-shirt. But I need to confirm, make sure everybody, who's coming, so that we could have t-shirts with S.O.A.R's name and stuff on it.
Right. I really like that dark blue you had.
I was getting ready to say, if anybody wants a blue one, I ordered that from Vistaprint. Yeah. I love it too. That's the women's shirt. The other ones are the men's size. Okay. So it's shaped differently too. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I got y'all if y'all want one.
Oh yeah. Okay, so then you're meeting with Tamara Seville. It's pending.
No, I met with her. Right. I met with her just briefly. I talked with her. And she was supposed to get back with me about what Chase could do. No ice cream, you gotta eat food. What Chase could do. And so I'm waiting for her to get back to me. She was gonna look at some things. Leon also provided me with some insight on how that works. But I don't know if you're at a place where you can talk. I know he's out doing some food shopping. I'm not sure if he's gonna.
Sorry if it's noise in the background. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll make it short. I don't want to prolong the meeting, but I spoke with another community manager because I'm in transition now on a developmental program, and she it was like a seminar they were doing, and I asked a question about nonprofits because I wanted to speak indirectly since it was like a huge meeting. I don't want to say it was my organization, but like a nonprofit who wants to get funding from Chase, and how does that work? Basically, in a nutshell. And she was saying that they take pride in helping community-based companies that that are community-driven, helping out the community, building the community. And I said, okay. She said, well, what's normal is that we point you in the direction of what's obvious, what's the website, which I showed that to Rosie. She said, but what people don't know is that it's invitation only. So you have to be invited by Chase to have an invite to get that type of funding that we're looking for. So it's not just the advertised funding that everyone has access to. If you Google it on chase.com, whatever the case may be. But if you want to get funding directly from Chase and they're supporting, it's like ongoing funding, then it's invite only. So I've been waiting. I sent a message to the same lady to figure out like how can we get our foot in the door in that aspect to where we can have a conversation with whatever executives that's in charge of funding programs. Because initially they were saying that they only they support companies that have like revenue of 100,000 or more. So that's why I stressed the question. I said, what about nonprofit organizations that doesn't gain money off of profit, but it's more so help out the community, they provide granting and stuff like that. So they say they do. So I'm just waiting for more answers in that aspect. But I think, the combination of what I'm going to find and whatever Tamara was able to provide us when she reaches back out to us, we'll be able to give more information on that aspect.
Awesome. Awesome stuff. We have possible vendor opportunity with NYDOE. Oh, did you talk about this, Rosie? You talked about this, right? And
so so in conversation at the birthday party on Saturday, I met with a young lady who Derry's been trying to connect us with for a while, but we just never got a chance to actually meet until Saturday. And we had a great conversation. She works for the DOE. She does a lot of programs she runs for the Hispanic community, Latino and Afro-Latino community. A lot of, include cultural stuff and inclusion and all this other stuff that she does. So she wants, in a nutshell, basically, she wants us to become a vendor so that they can hire us to offer our program to the students in their school. Now, I told her, I was like, well, we're not currently registered with New York yet. Like, we're working on that, but we're not there yet. And she was like, that's fine. You don't have to be registered in New York as long as you have an EIN, which I guess is state driven or state mandated, because even in Kentucky, in order for us to become a vendor, we have to be registered. Same thing with Jersey. In order for us to become a vendor, we have to be registered in that state. I don't know, Dre, if you know if that's the same with Texas, because that's going to be the other thing for us to, when we operate in Texas and be, trying to get into the schools there, that may be something they may or may not require. I don't know. But according to her, she was saying that she can get us our vendor's license. She can help us get our vendor's license just with us having what we have now. And so she's really, she just messaged me earlier today asking me if I could, send her my work email so she can send me the details. And then so we could have a follow-up meeting on either Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, this would be our first paid thing. The only thing is they want an in-person program. Now, that's the caveat. However, if we can do a hybrid type of situation, and it would have to be piloted to see how it works. But if we can have the kids in the class and do the virtual teachers or instructors, we might still be able to do it. But it would be our first paid gig, if you will, of us offering the program. But she was like, you guys have your own curriculum? And I was like, we have everything. We have our own curriculum. I said, you have to have an NDA to see it. I was going in. She was just like, oh my gosh, we got to talk. Like, because she was trying to do a program similar to what we already have. So her thing is, why reinvent the wheel? Like, if you guys already have it, we could hire you to come in as a vendor. But they have to do, so basically they have to do a bid. And Chastity, you might know a little bit more about this. I know you're not in the DOE space, but I don't know if you know, just in the space that you're in, if you've heard of this, but they got to do basically like a bid between 3 organizations. And whoever comes closest to what they're bidding financially, that's the organization they're going to select. And so basically for her, she's like, but I know you guys. So you already know if I'm looking to fund an organization and I know you, then the favor is going to sway your way, basically. So we pretty much got the job. We pretty much have the, the in as far as the vendorship goes, but it is a matter of whether or not we'll be able to fulfill that. The other thing is, and Dre probably remembers when I presented this last year when we were supposed to be going for the that program in Louisville, Evolve 502. Where I talked about pods in different states. Now I was envisioning us being in different states, but it wasn't really like to this capacity, in this capacity though, but nonetheless, the Lord knew. And I don't know, Dre, if you remember us talking about the pods, and I right now, the name escapes me what pod stands for, but it's basically a group of subject matter experts in each state. So we build these connections with people in various states. We build these networks up. They become a part of our network. And when we go or when we visit or when we open up our program to different states and different schools, those individuals who are actually in those states who are a part of that pod will then teach the curriculum. They would teach the classes. So then we would be able to take a step back as far as like the executive board and do just that, lead, at the executive level and let those people teach the classes or whatever. And so that's the idea that I'm going for. As far as this is concerned, because I think they wanted to start in the summer and they want an in-person. So as long as someone is on site, which that someone would likely be me, and I could facilitate the classes similar to what Toya does, what we do when we're on and, facilitate and then have the instructors on the other end of the screen teaching. It's possible. Now anything is possible, especially with this virtual world that we're in. So that's that. I'll have more information, but just to kind of get your wheels spinning on on that opportunity, if any of you all are interested. It would be a paid thing. It would just be at that point, everybody would be, you would have to be your own individual contractor so that you would not be listed under as a paid employee under the organization, because then it would be like a conflict of interest. You get what I'm saying? Everybody getting that?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I had for that.
Wow. Wow.
They're like ready to hire us. And they're just like, okay, so can we meet this week? Like, let's talk. Let's work through this. Well, Chassie is Lisa. I don't know if you got to meet Lisa, the one I'm talking about, Derry's friend.
Yes.
Yeah, so I got to meet her on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's like, I need you guys to become a vendor. And she was like, you don't need to be, all you need. And then both her and Derry were saying it, but again, like I said, I think it is statement, it's like, state driven, how that works. Because again, like for us to become a vendor here, we had to be registered as a business here. Which was easy for us because we were registered. Same thing with Kentucky. Now that we're registered in Kentucky, now we can get our vendors business certificate through them. So that's that.
Awesome stuff. Wow. Moving right along. Okay. Okay, S.O.A.R.
I'm sorry, T. What'd you say?
I just said awesome stuff. Okay, S.O.A.R. Actually, that was the last piece of new information or updated information.
We have a quarterly event coming up in June.
Yeah, quarterly event.
Kind of talk through that though, T. I don't know if, I was just kind of like, if anybody has any feedback for that. I know we met with Martino. He also donated to the fundraiser $300. So that was a blessing. But I don't really have anything unless anybody else has it. This is going to be kind of like an extension of our first financial health and wellness. That should say health and not healther. Health and wellness part 2. So yeah.
So
if anybody has any questions, that I just wanted to kind of put that out there just because it's coming up.
I don't have any questions. We just don't have a specific date yet, so just pending that.
No, the date's on there.
Oh, it says June, but I didn't see a date. Yeah,
it's on our calendar. Does everybody have the calendar that we posted? I think it's the 13th, the 12th or the 13th.
Yes.
I think it's Auntie Rose's calendar. I mean, her calendar, her birthday. It's on her birthday.
Okay. Bonnie graduates that day, so hopefully we'll be done with all of our activities by then.
Oh no, I wanted to go.
Well, I don't believe it's an evening graduation anyway, but yeah, I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, please do. Okay. But yeah, that's the date. I mean, so whoever's, and we also need a host. If anybody could host, I think everybody. Chaz, I think you might be up. I think everybody else done hosted already.
Yup.
Or Leon. I don't think you've hosted yet. Hello.
Get quiet now. Don't y'all get quiet now. Uh-oh. Wait.
Boy, them crickets was loud.
Right.
All the lightning bugs come out, when it's late at night and nobody's outside and you hear all the chirping. Jesus.
He did not have, babe, you didn't have to hang up.
Right.
You don't want to do it.
Hey,
It's-
sorry about
it's
that.
technical
You're
difficulty.
hosting what again?
Oh, Lord.
Huh?
Our
didn't
next
hear you. You said
quarterly
host?
event.
Oh, quarterly
Our
event.
quarterly
Okay.
event. Yes, that's the financial health and wellness part. We have two more. Huh?
So I'm listening. I'll put myself on mute.
No, I was saying we have this event and we got two more coming up, so we just want to make sure everybody gets a chance to do the hosting. I can do this one just, because I have been working with the guy. I just don't want to, I want to, kind of give an opportunity for others if you have the time to do it. But if not, I can run it. But then for the next two, it would be Leon and Chastity for the last two. Remember, they're quarterly, so it'll be once a quarter, 4 quarters. So what y'all thinking?
Mhm.
That's fine. I can do the next quarter.
Okay, it would also require like just kind of coming up with a topic, thinking of something to, actually, the next one, Cass, I don't know, you might want to take that one and then Leon take the last one, because remember, the next one is supposed to be the second part of the parent engagement. Remember, we said we were going to do it again?
Yes, I do remember that.
So would you be okay, because you'd be working with Derry, so would you be more comfortable doing that one?
Okay, I'll see. I just, yeah, no, I don't know if I'm coming or going.
Oh, no.
That's for August,
I think September.
That's in
'Cause-
September.
Yeah.
August, September. Okay,
Yeah, that's September. So you got some time. And remember,
yes,
you're not gonna have to do a whole lot because the curriculum program, like it's pretty much done. Like it's
right.
gonna be regurgitating what we already covered in the last one with Tiana and Derry. It's just we're gonna be revisiting it because of the, we didn't have the attendance that we wanted, and just with the technical difficulties and stuff, we're gonna try to do it again.
Okay,
At the beginning or close to the beginning of the school year. You know what I'm saying?
yes, I do remember that, and I thought that we all thought that would be a great idea,
Yeah.
a great timing as well. So, yes.
All right. So I'll put you down for that one, and then Leon, we'll just figure out, for the last one, we'll figure out like what the last topic for the year would be. And I think that one's, if I ain't mistaken, shoot, that might be right back to back. It might be like October or November. I don't remember when the last one is. So, but it's on the calendar, and it's also on the calendar is also on the website, so you guys can see it there too. That's it. That's all I have for that.
Well, if there are no other thoughts, comments, concerns, or feedback for that event, I don't know, is Leon speaking at all about?
No, he's out. We're gonna do it the next round. So we'll
Okay.
just double up. Well, we won't be able to double up because even though it's towards the end of the month, it's not technically the end of the month. So yeah, so we'll have a report, and if anything, we can send the report out before the next meeting. And then for the May one, we'll just have to do, we'll do it the next meeting in June. Yeah. So we'll send out the report at least between now and then, so you guys can see it, and then we get to discuss it for the next meeting. Is that okay, babe? Naya? Does that work, Leon?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, friendly reminder, please don't forget your pledged BOD donation due on the 15th, which is today.
Oh, snap, yeah. We're almost done with the month, y'all.
Yeah, it's happened too quick. All right, any closing remarks from anyone? Anyone? Anyone at all?
Let's soar.
S.O.A.R rocks, right?
Let's soar.
Let's soar. Let's keep it going, guys. I love y'all. I really do. If I don't say it enough, I really want y'all to know how much I appreciate all the dedication, the effort. I know everybody's doing a bunch of stuff, and I appreciate it. I said it in the text, but I had to make sure I said it out loud. I appreciate it. So I'll leave it with that.
And we appreciate you, Rosie. Woohoo!
It ain't just me though. The kids appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that y'all pour in, you know, and make them feel like they matter, and you know, to hear how they respond. And that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to lose them. You know, I feel like once we get them, like we got to keep them. I don't want to lose them. So you know, because I know it means so much to them at the moment, but afterwards it's like, all right, you got to stay around though, because there's so much more goodness. So we just, you know.
I think this Jamaica trip is gonna wake them up.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I hope so.
For sure.
Yeah.
They'll be spreading that word for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I have. Let's keep pushing. We got 17 more days. Let's share. You know, we got these posts out here. You don't have to create your own post, guys. All you gotta do is share or copy and paste into your own feed and you know, whatever. But Donna, you know, and Ellen have been doing a phenomenal job every single day posting down the countdown and posting on so every handle we have, they are on it.
Yeah, they really are doing great.
Yeah,
They
you
are.
know, so let's use that to our advantage. Like we don't even have to create anything. It's already created for us. It
Yeah.
really is a matter of taking it and, you know, adding our own little words to it to make it, you know, to customize it, you know, and that's it. So anyway, that's it. Love you guys.
I do have one quick thing. Did they change the flyer on the website yet for the summer series?
You should have. I didn't check the website. Are you on there?
Yeah, it still says June.
She told me she changed it. All right. I can go in and change it. That's no big deal. I'll change it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, give me like just give me a few minutes. Let me get the kids fed and I'll change it before the evening's up. And I'll
Sounds
send
good.
you, I'm gonna forward you guys the updated flyer because I changed it in Canva. She was supposed to update it on the website, but she said she did, and apparently she didn't. And then also I'm gonna send y'all the 5x7 one. I love it too. 5x7 one is if you guys want to print out your own little postcard size and hand them out to different ones in your particular areas, you can. I'm sending that now. So, and I'll send out the updated flyer.
Thank you, ma'am.
Not a problem.
All right. What that is all. Anyone would like to make a motion in the meeting?
I motion.
I second.
Right. Well, good night, everyone. We thank you for your time. This is Tiana Garner signing off.
Well, all right.
Awesome job.
All right.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
Stop the